Alrighty guys, so my brew day is done. I'm downstairs in my man cave, which if you can see behind me back in that direction is a Mr. Potato Head. My son has taken over my man cave, but I guess since he's got, you know, pork and beans, he's allowed to do whatever he wants in here because it is the man cave and, it's not really fair for one man to tell another man what to do. So if he wants to put his toys in this room, I guess he's going to put his toys in the room. What are you going to do? But my brew day's done. This is the first time ever when I brewed that I followed the iBrew software. It's the software that you can get on any Droid, I believe Apple too. It's from Northern Brewer. I followed their directions to brew. Basically, what I mean by that is I've had a standard way of doing things. When I would brew, specifically in the mash tun, I would do 1 quart of water for every 1 pound of grain. According to this software, I should do 1.25 quarts of water for every pound of grain. So I had a little bit more water this time. I actually had, by the end of today, I had 6 gallons rather than where I normally like to end at, which is 5.5. So I'm gonna have to tweak the software. Probably go back to what I normally do. But the reason why I wanted to follow the software today was that I wanted to see. Sorry, I'm trying to fight a burp or hiccup. I don't know what it is. I wanted to see what the software said I would get and what I would actually get. What I mean by that is I really wanted to test my efficiency and see how I was doing on my own, because I can do the math by hand and tell if I'm being efficient or not, but I wanted to see what the software said. Basically, a way to check my math and see if I was as efficient as I thought I was. So the software said, following their instructions, that I would end up with 5 gallons of wort at 4% alcohol, which is what I wanted. I want this beer to be an amber session ale. I want it to be spicy, but I want it also to be drinkable. That's the goal, because it's all based off of another company's beer, which is the Asheville Brewing. It's a pale ale infused with jalapenos. The way they do it is, if you get like one of those Blickman hop rocket things, also known as Dogfish Randalizer, if you get one of those, and while you're pouring the beer, instead of putting hops in there, they put peppers. So the idea was to get something kind of like that but I don't have a Blickman hop rocket, and to be honest, I don't want to put that all together and let it sit, and it's not going to work if it's only me and a couple buddies drinking it. We're not going to. The way they set it up is they kill that keg in a night. Well, I'm not going to kill a 5 gallon keg in a night, and if I do, it's to the Betty Ford Clinic I go. So the way I did it was to preserve the beer in a way that I could still get that pepper taste, but not have to worry about a hop rocket and all that. So going back to what I was saying before I did my normal, jet off in another area, the whole thing today was to test my system, the way I do things, compared to what Northern Brewer says I should get. Because I've always felt when I do my math, on paper, that my efficiency is like through the roof. So today, when I was finally done with the brew day, I had 6 gallons of wort, which is a ton for me. I've never had that much in my life, so I'll definitely be bottling. And I also had 4.5%, well, expected 4.5% alcohol. I did my Brix reading with my refractometer, and it was coming up at 8.5, which is great. My very, very, very first reading of my wort, my first runnings was 15, so it wasn't crazy high. So I knew right away that I was going to have a session beer, and it looked like I was going to hit my numbers because I wanted to hit 4%. So coming out that, according to Northern Brewer, I should have only had 5 gallons at 4% alcohol, and I ended up getting 6 gallons at 4.5%, 4.4. It just means that my system is boss, and to be honest with you, I don't think I'm going to upgrade it. I mean, if I'm getting that kind of efficiency, why spend any more money on the system? It's doing more than it should. I mean, it's exceeding what Northern Brewers said is like their top percentage. So I think right now my system's great. Now to be more specific, what I do is a lot of people have the square igloo coolers. I use the circular, and the reason I do that is to me it makes more sense. If you have heat that's spread out like this, it's much easier for the heat to go up and evaporate. Also, it's much easier to disturb the grain bed. So that's two. I've had a couple of these, so my numbers are going to be off, even though I'm an accountant. The third thing is, because it's so flat, I feel like a lot of sugar is wasted. Now, the only people... I've seen some people prop up their square igloos, and they've gotten higher efficiency. To me, that makes sense, because the sugars have more space to go out in one of those square igloos. But if you prop it up, they're going to work their way down towards the end. Well, with my circular one, I mean, literally, that's about as wide as it is. That sugar can't hide. I mean, it's going to get pushed out. And I also did a batch sparge, which was so much easier than fly sparging. I don't think I'm ever going to go back. Which kind of sucks, because I have 2 brew pots. And I'm kind of wondering what the hell I'm going to do with the other brew pot now that it doesn't seem like I really need it. So I don't know. Anyone hit me up who's in the area? I have a brew pot that I might sell for. It's a 10-gallon brew pot with a brew valve on it. I don't know. I bought the thing for like 80, and then I put a $25, $30 valve on it. So somebody wants it. I don't know. It's used, so $60 if anyone wants to pick it up. I got an extra pot that I'm willing to sell. Again, you know me, I'm always gonna start off with my story and go to the side. But getting back to what I was saying, I think my system's money if I'm hitting these kind of numbers, and I'm pretty excited. I think today was a good brew day. I'm fucking exhausted doing blood, giving my blood, and also brewing, lifting all that crap, and then also, drinking. I'm spent, so I'm going to head upstairs, probably have a couple more of these, and then pass out, but just wanted to say what's up, guys. Also, a shout out, I am on Uvu now. My name is Patsfan1284-JRB, so anyone wants to chat, let me know. Hope everything's going great for you guys. I'm going to do some more videos. Going back to it, if anyone has any ideas for some recipes with Golden Promise, I'm thinking about making a Scottish ale, a wee heavy. Also, Chubby Glutton, I saw your post. I am thinking about doing a smash beer, but I'm going to do that in the summer. And when I do a smash beer, I'm going to use my favorite grains, which is two-row and Citra. That's what I'm thinking my smash beer is going to be. So with Golden Promise, I've got an idea for what I want to do. But if anyone's got a really good Golden Promise recipe, not a smash, a full-blown recipe, all grain, let me know. But I'm going to head upstairs and chillax. So you guys take it easy. I'm out.